Hello, dear listeners. I'm Susan, and today is September 22nd, 1952. It is a sunny day in the downtown Detroit area. Today we are faced with the Second Red Scare and communism. For those of you listeners at home who aren't up to date on the current news, the Red Scare is the pure sheer power of paranoia spreading due to communism that has been fueled by U.S. Senator Joseph McCarthy, who has been spreading lies and panic to the American people with his infamous briefcase. He has been falsely accusing innocent people of being communists. This has been reigning terror across the American people. We don't know who to trust. Everyone is an enemy. How will we ever know the truth and what's a lie? Will we ever truly be safe again? And now back to our usual broadcasting. Today's topic is the new film, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
To start off today's broadcast, I'd like to talk about this new film I just saw with my wife.
Oh, sweetie, that movie was so scary. I think I need to go lie down.
Sweet dreams, sweetie. Great film, very interesting, and a lot of the themes remind me of what we're facing today in America. The Red Scare and communism.
The Red Scare, isn't that when Africa's gonna flood and turn everything red?
Yeah, you're so smart.
Oh, I just saw that film. It was very intriguing.
Oh, would you mind explaining how the movie goes then?
To recap the film, Elizabeth notices that her husband, Jeffrey, is acting strange. He's pulling away from her, stopped all of his hobbies. This frightens Elizabeth, which makes her turn to her closest friend, Matthew. Through the rest of the film, they find out that most of San Francisco has been turned by the Body Snatchers, working to repopulate all of the Earth into an alien race. The aliens want to make the Earth their new home and get rid of all of the humans. Elizabeth and Matthew's world gets turned upside down, and at the end, they are changed for the rest of their lives.
Very well said for a woman. Did you notice anything about communism?
Yeah, the way people got turned remind me of how we feel about communism today. When people fall asleep and they aren't aware of what's happening around them, small, undetectable tendrils climb up them and quickly turn them into aliens. Just how if Americans aren't on close watch with everything around them, small seeds of communists can be planted into their brains and turn them alien into communists. Another thing that reminds me of what we face today is how the communists present themselves. On the outside, they look like normal Americans, but it's their mannerisms that give them away. They really show us that they are aliens. Just like communists, these aliens have no regard for what happens to other people. They just want to grow their numbers. Similarly to how after the original people got snatched, some of them start gardens to grow more aliens or communists. This could also be compared to the communists working in schools to poison our children into becoming communists.
What you just saw there was a 1950s broadcast that aired shortly after the release of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Today, on History Unlocked, we will break down what this movie meant for the American people during the Red Scare.
Well, in the movie Invasion of the Body Snatcher and the Red Scare, they both relate because they are both scared of their hidden enemies. In the Red Scare, there's people in the Democratic Party going to the communists, acting like they were communists to see what their plan was. So in the movie, there were aliens acting like people trying to kill each other. So they were so scared of everyone. They were basically both scared of each other knowing their plan.
What are the similarities of today?
One similarity of today and the Second Red Scare is the fear of foreign influence. During the Second Red Scare, there was a widespread fear of communism infiltrating American society. Today, there are concerns about foreign interference in the election and the influence of foreign powers on domestic affairs. Both then and now, there is focus on protecting national security and preserving American values.
And how was paranoia explored in the film?
Well, the tone in the movie seemed very normal at first, but in one of the scenes, Elizabeth is venting about how uneasy she feels. She claims to have lived in the town her whole life and seen no change. She says that overnight everything had changed, that everyone feels fake and zombie-like. This displays the uneasiness towards communism in America. People didn't want other countries to change, and so communism is feeling fake, making everyone part of some hive mind, transforming them into zombies.
How were people in the movie dealing with this?
Well, in the movie, people are taken by a hive mind by being cloned and taken over by the clones. Clones that look exactly like them, but are not. One lady in the movie says that her husband is acting weird. She says it's no husband, just someone who looks like him, but isn't him.
And why does the hive mind matter?
I've heard that people say communism is like a hive mind. There's no room for individuality, as everyone is made to be the same with the same ideals, morals, and frame of mind. The aliens can represent Russia as they take over San Francisco, and also how people are so afraid of aliens and people from other countries sometimes, and turn people into communism or the hive mind.
Well, that was a lot of info, so let's do a quick recap before ending. We saw the clip of the old broadcast where they talked about the invasion of the body snatchers and the Red Scare. After watching the clip, we covered how people were hiding their intentions and true selves, causing widespread panic and lack of trust. Then we were able to connect the Red Scare to something happening in the world today: fear of foreign influence. In all three cases, there was a state of fear and paranoia over all the states. The government was focused on protecting national security and preserving American value. Is there anything else you guys would like to add before we wrap up?
No, I think you got it all covered.
Well, listeners, that's the end of our episode. Until next time on History Unlocked.
Boom! History unlocked!
Boom, 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 boom! Bloopers real.
You should have put chest hair on.
That's why it says wife Carrie.
Girl, not so
I'm scared of everyone, and I can't with you going like this.
Similarly to how after the